Hi everyone, welcome to another innovative hobby supply video. I'm AG, your instructor, and today we're going to be assembling the N-Scale church and school kits. This N-Scale kit includes 3 buildings, a church, a school, and an administration office. It has a flag post material, landscape moss, and a small garden shed. This kit has many small details like the awnings, cross, and many more, creating amazing realism. Just look at the cool features. Who's ready to start assembling this model? Because I am. One of the most important skills to know before assembling your innovative hobby supply model is scoring. It involves a straight edge and a hobby knife to break the surface tension so the flex stock can bend clean. As you can see, I made a practice piece to show you how it's done. Simply line up the ruler along the line and gently press down the hobby knife on the flex stock. Once done, fold. This technique allows you to make a flat ordinary piece of flex stock into something more intricate and 3D. Today we'll be using the standard equipment for this model: a ruler, scissors, watercolor markers, a hobby knife, hot glue gun, and some scotch tape. So let's jump right into it. The very first step is to carefully cut the art out of each page with a good pair of scissors. I recommend putting the smaller items into groups to avoid losing anything important. For the base, simply cut the white outer edges off. Let's start prepping the office's side walls. Score the 2 glue tabs on each side with a hobby knife and a ruler, making sure to line up the ruler evenly with the white line. Fold inwards and touch up with the corresponding watercolor marker. Repeat the same steps for the other side wall. Score on both sides, fold inwards, and touch up with a watercolor marker. Put aside for later. Then grab the school side walls. Score the 2 glue tabs on each side with a hobby knife and a ruler. Fold inwards and touch up with the corresponding watercolor marker. Put aside for later. Next, grab the school's roof and score this white middle line with a hobby knife and ruler. Fold downwards and touch up with a brown watercolor marker. On to the next step, grab the front wall and right side wall. Score the glue tabs with a hobby knife and ruler. Fold inwards and touch up with a dark watercolor marker. Score, fold, and touch up with the marker. Put aside for later. Then grab the front-facing long wall and front left wall. Score the glue tabs with a hobby knife and ruler. Fold inwards and touch up with a dark watercolor marker. Repeat these same steps for the small wall. After done, put aside for later. Then grab the left side wall, score the glue tab, fold, and touch up with a watercolor marker. Put aside for later. Afterwards, grab the dormer roof and score this white line with a hobby knife and ruler. Fold downwards and touch up with a dark watercolor marker. Put aside for later. For the top part of the roof, score these white lines my finger is tracing with a hobby knife and ruler. After scoring, fold into a cuboid and then slightly bend the roof parts inwards. Fold the small tab downwards, then touch up with the gray watercolor marker. Put aside for later. Then grab the church's main roof and score the white middle line with a hobby knife and ruler. Bend downwards and touch up with a dark watercolor marker. For the garden shed, simply score these white lines my finger is tracing and fold into a cuboid. Touch up the scored seams with the watercolor marker. Do the same steps for the porta potty. Score, fold, and touch up the scored seams with the brown watercolor marker. Next, grab all of the awnings and the small roofs, score the white lines, and touch up with the corresponding watercolor marker. Then grab both sides of the crosses and flip over so the white side is facing you. Color the white sides with a black watercolor marker. Place a small amount of hot glue onto the back side and place the other cross evenly on top. Put aside for later. Now it's time to assemble the church. Place the church's front wall here evenly on the white line. From behind, place hot glue and hold upwards until dry. Then glue the left side wall against the front wall using the glue tab. Use hot glue. Grab a brown watercolor marker and touch up the white line so it's invisible. Glue the front facing wall onto the front left wall using hot glue. After, glue the right side wall onto the front facing wall. Then glue the left side wall onto the front wall. Lastly, glue the back wall onto the rest of the building, using one glue at a time to avoid any unevenness. Then grab the 4 gray awnings and place glue inside the tip of it. Place it evenly on top of the windows along the front long wall, just like shown in the video. Look how much that adds to the church. Grab the church awning and place glue onto the tab to secure it right above the door. After, place the main roof on top, locking it in. Then grab the front dormer roof and place it on top of the front entry, secure with hot glue. Grab the top part of the church, secure the cross on top, and place it onto the dormer. Now that the church is assembled, secure the school's front wall in front of the school base. Place hot glue behind and hold until dry. Secure both the side walls, then the back wall onto the rest of the building. Go ahead and place the hot glue onto the school sign and place the 2D add-on sign on top. Place the roof on top, then secure the long awnings above the front and back doors. Now it's time to glue the office's front wall onto the last base. Use hot glue to secure. Connect the side walls and the back wall onto the rest of the building. Lastly, secure the roof on top. Add the awnings onto the windows and the add-on sign. Look at that. Then create small bushes around the original art here using landscape moss and hot glue. After that's done, place the 2 matching flags on top of each other and gently curve it with your finger. Grab the flag post material and glue it onto the top side. Secure in the middle of the bushes. Then create small bushes along the base using the leftover landscape moss and hot glue. Lastly, secure the fence against the side wall here using hot glue. For the other fence, secure against the church and connect. And we're done. The N-scale church and school model is a level 2 skill kit and will take approximately 2 hours to complete. Once this model is assembled, it's plenty rugged and will give any hobbyist many years of enjoyment for displaying on your train layout or race track. You can get this model and many others on innovativehobbysupply.com. Thank you for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe down below. If you have any further questions about the building that we just assembled today, make sure to check out our website at innovativehobbysupply.com.